Three, two, one, roll the foot. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Simon Severino, your host. What if you could hang out with sprinters and learn about their problems, their workflows, and how they solve problems? Today, we explore with the CEO and founder of Objection.co how to identify fake reviews, why client referrals matter, and how you can apply his number one tactic to boost sales via referrals that brought him to, oh, it's hard to scale, to, hey, we are scaling. Welcome, everybody. Curtis Boyd.
Hey, thanks for having me here, Simon.
So cool to have you here. And we were just talking, which is fascinating, the real entrepreneurial life. How do I scale? How do I scale? How do I scale? Tell us about the
Yeah,
beginnings.
sure. So, when we first got started, we'd get a customer here or there from Google, from a friend, from us just, existing. And it kept us busy. We felt like, oh, we're running a company. We have a customer here and there throughout the week, and we're doing this. But it wasn't like we were really busy, and we certainly weren't growing. Um, you know, it, we were kind of complacent in a sense that, hey, we're solving a problem for a few people, and that's okay, I guess. It wasn't until we got serious about wanting to grow our business do we, take the time to figure out how are we going to bring in customers every single day? How are we going to, build the company, build our client list, and grow our revenues, and be able to serve more people with the problem that we solve? And we had to bang our heads against a wall until we finally figured it out. Um, so
How
what
long,
do we do?
how long was this process? Are we talking months or years?
About 18 months.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's about an 18-month process for us. We had to figure out how to prospect ideal customers effectively. We had to figure out who is a really good fit for us, and why are they going to buy from us right now? Like, who can we go after that is motivated to purchase our software this week? And rather than go after all the markets, all the industries, all the businesses, we picked a few industries specifically and looked at a few triggers, recent events for that company that recently happened that would make them even better candidates for them to engage with us in a conversation, and of course purchase our solution. Uh, so what we started doing, for those of you who don't know, we identify fake reviews for businesses and consumers, and we solve that problem for lots of businesses nationwide. And in the hopes of flagging them, getting them removed, just having a more honest score of their business online. But what we did is we started monitoring businesses who aren't even our customers, millions of them, and we started monitoring to see if they got a bad review. Almost 25 million companies, to be specific. And what we noticed is if a company got a bad review in the last 24 hours, we'd use our software to see if it was real or if it was fake. And if it was fake, we knew if we contacted them, if we called them, we could guarantee results or their money back. Just provide a wonderful offer, an offer too good to resist, too good to pass up. So we learned that we needed to take more time to vet our customers rather than go after everyone who may have gotten a bad review in the last, like, 2 months ago or 3 months ago or last year, who knows. We found that by going after customers with that had a certain trigger within 24 hours, they were looking for solutions. They knew about the problem. They were feeling that pain.
Hmm.
So we were lucky in the sense that we were able to find a prospecting system that gave us almost 10,000 leads a day, 10,000 businesses who just got a bad review every single day. And then our prospecting problem got solved. Now we had to figure out how to start conversations with these people. How we had more leads than we could ever need. We just had to figure, how are we going to start this conversation, build trust with them, get them in through the door, and then get them to convert so that we can establish a long-term relationship with them.
How do you know which negative review is fake and which one is true from the far?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we look at two different things. The first thing we look for is profile behavior. On sites like Google and Yelp and TripAdvisor, you can actually click on the person and look at the different types of reviews they've written for various businesses.
Mm.
We've created a ton of metrics. For example, if you see a human, a reviewer who's written for a few restaurants, maybe a doctor, maybe a shoe store, it looks organic. But if you see someone who writes a review for 7 different dentists,
Mm.
throughout the country, that maybe looks a little bit suspicious. Why does someone have 7 dentists? So we've created lots of behavior metrics and algorithms to predict whether this is organic behavior or whether this is suspicious behavior.
Mm.
Yeah. We've also created NLP models, natural language processing, which looks at reviewer content. If a business has 100 reviews, there should be 100 authors, 100 unique human authors that have their own writing styles, that have their own way of putting together sentences and paragraphs.
Mm.
Our NLP looks to see how many unique authors are within a corpus of reviews or a data set, and we can see, because what we're looking for is if there's 100 reviews but only 50 authors, it's a huge red flag. That means
Mm.
one author is using multiple profiles, which is common with fake reviews. So yeah, we look at behaviors as well as the review content to make predictions on whether we believe that this review is real or suspicious, and then we take action after our analysis.
Beautiful. How many reviews should a business go for? Is there something like a specific number where you say, okay, if you have less than 100, then you should work on it. If you have more than 500, okay, that's enough.
That's a great question. Funny you should say that. The businesses who have surpassed 500 or even 1,000 have realized that the more reviews they get, the more their business keeps growing.
Hmm.
So and mind you, a lot of these businesses are doctors, lawyers, home service based businesses, local companies. I think the same would be true though for e-commerce as well. I think it would apply, but I think it starts with a goal. When you have 0 reviews and you're starting from scratch, you want to get to at least 20 or 30 as in your head as the first part of your reputation sprint, so to speak. Right? You want to get a good amount of customer reviews, get some feedback, and then learn from your feedback. Right? So you want to learn what you may be doing wrong. You need to update your processes. You need to update your protocols, the way that your business machine operates, so that you can deliver a more fluid and
Hmm.
a better customer experience. And then yeah, you want to keep setting that goal higher and higher and higher. In my opinion, this process never ends. This process of asking for feedback, the process of upgrading your business processes, and then continuing to build more reviews, because when people are looking for solutions, they want to know a few things. They want to know, are you going to take care of me if something goes wrong? And do you solve the problem that I have? Do these reviews, does this content sound like me? Are these people who wrote reviews kind of look like me and the problem that I have now? And now they're saying how you solved it, because that's what I'm looking for. So fresh content is always really good too. Like looking for recent reviews in the last few weeks, because management changes, business change, environments change. So, yeah, in my opinion, the journey never stops.
Beautiful. And you have such an incredible tactic that it's so cool that you can share it with everybody after one word from our sponsors.
Hey, if you like the tools, go grab them for free at strategysprints.com/tools.
So you were researching how can we scale, and then you find this one tactic. Can you unpack it?
Sure. So, you know, at the end of our demos, at the end of our after we close a customer, there's a few things that we ask them. If we were to solve this problem for you successfully, would you be willing to refer us to other businesses?
And that's at the
Um,
very beginning. Is it week zero, week one?
it is right at the demo. So for us, it's when we're actually speaking to the decision maker who is considering, making the decision on whether they're going to move forward or not. We ask them if, point blank, hey, look, you have this problem. If we can solve it for you, would you refer us to other businesses? Not only does that in their mind kind of plant the seed that yes, I'm going to oblige myself, make an obligation to refer you to more businesses after you take care of me. And we love that contract. We'll take that deal all day, every day, because we have already pre-screened this customer, knowing that we can deliver results. So once the results do come through, they're now they need to hold up their obligation on top of paying us, which is wonderful. We also
Week
ask them,
minus one, and you are doing something incredible. You are distributing the risk. Hey, we are in this together. We have both the same goal. We take some of this risk, you take some of this risk. Do you agree? Do we commit to this? It's strong.
yeah, yeah. After we deliver on that, and after we fulfill, and we have metrics that notify us when the customer has been fulfilled, when they should be happy, we ask them if we've earned their business for life. Have we solved your problem and earned your business for life? This is also another tactic that we use to prevent churn, because in their heads they've said yes. There's no reason for them to go anywhere ever. And that's another verbal tactic that we use, another question that we ask them: have I earned your business for life?
Wow, it's the first time I hear it. And did you hear, hey, nobody gets my life. You will need every week to
Yes.
prove yourself?
Yes, plenty of times. I mean, after, we talk to hundreds and hundreds of businesses a week. So certainly we encounter a few people who are like, oh, I don't know about my life, but, we're really happy with what we saw and we're definitely going to move forward. And then some people, they're so ecstatic by the result that they just saw, like without even thinking, the answer is yes. And that's kind of what we're banking on, what we're hoping to hear, is that they're just so, like, the endorphins are high, the results
Mm.
just came in, and that they're ecstatic, and that without too much thinking about it, they have just said yes, business for life, because that message reverberates. We even have a tag in our CRM that says for the number 4 life, because they're going to get a special sequence about being a lifetime customer of ours,
I
and
love
and
this.
and continuing to reverberate that message. It's really effective.
And I guess the most important part was finding the right moment in the journey when their happiness level is highest. Was that easy? Did you have to test a couple different metrics and
You
points?
know, for us, we solve one problem. We identify and dispute illegitimate online reviews, and after we, are able to predict a certain event occurring, and it does occur, and to them it looks like magic, and after this pain has been solved, after the pain goes away, for us, all of our customers, they have the same problem. They have these illegitimate reviews that are hurting their business. So as soon as those get removed, they are ecstatic. They are so happy. And it's very easy to track, because we get our software just notifies, us, hey, the review's been removed, and it's time to go in for the so, for us, after we deliver, we also try to get feedback ourselves. We try and get video testimonials. If you were to go to our website, you would see lots of video testimonials
Mm.
from our customers, because as soon as we fulfill on our promise, that's the time to do the most asking. It's like, hey, we just I know you paid for this, but we just came through. Let please, like, let's get some, how you feel right now. How was this experience for you? What were you doing before, you had these reviews? So
I love
yeah,
it.
we try and document it all.
So before you work in the demo, it's week minus one. You ask, hey, if we can solve your problem, will you refer us? Will you be willing to refer us?
Yeah.
And then after you solve the problem, immediately you say, all right, congrats, you've done it. Do we have you as a customer for life? And that conversation is strong and positive anyways. Whatever they answer, you can follow up on that. Oh, not for life. So what would you need?
Mhm.
And and then you get a referral. How do you follow up on that referral?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, most business owners are usually part of some sort of organization. Sometimes they're part of a franchise. Sometimes they're, part of a small like network referral club. Honestly, it's very rare that it's just one or two word of mouth referrals because we after we get one or two word of mouth referrals, we try to incentivize them to continue to refer us customers. Um, every business owner knows more business owners. It just comes by nature. We work with accountants, we work with tax people, we work with software vendors. We work with a wide variety of people every single day running our businesses. So trying to take a step back, I thought about just me personally, like what type of people do I who do I know just by running a business? And I made a list and I started to visualize that list for others. That way they could at least have a very simple template of who I can ask immediately and who are good people for referrals.
How do you incentivize? So they did refer you somebody. How
Yeah,
do you make them feel special? How do you close that loop?
yeah. So after they kind of fulfill their end, then we go in with Amazon gift cards.
Hmm.
So for us, $500 Amazon gift cards. Those work pretty well.
Yeah, beautiful. And so I'm super pumped about this, and I hope people listening it try something in that direction because this is really the heart of the business and the relationship and taking that seriously and going beyond whatever your beyond is, but going a little bit beyond in making it special, like you are doing. That's
Yeah.
beautiful, and people feel it, and they thank you for that. I'm also curious who you pick for the strategy award when everybody zigs this person zags, but from your perspective, they're doing the right thing.
Oh man. Um, you know, I I rely very heavily on my business mentor, on a person who I think is so much better at business than I am because as much as we all know about business, there's always someone better, right? There's always someone who knows just it just makes us feel like a kid kind of, right, when it comes to business. So for me, having a mentor is invaluable. Having someone to say, hey, this is what I've been doing this last month. What are your thoughts? Am I focusing on the right part, the right aspects of my business, or maybe I should be a little bit more focused on this and that? That advice is invaluable. So making sure that I'm listening to my mentor, I got to give him credit. Making sure that my business mentor gets mentioned. His name's Jim, in case he's listening. But yeah, no, I think my strategy definitely comes from being mentored as a I guess a still young business owner.
Beautiful. And what are three books that inspired you?
Oh man, let's see here. Creativity Inc. If you've never read it, I have it right here. It's by Ed Catmull. It's a fantastic book. Let's see here. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which is fantastic about living in the moment. My third favorite book would probably be Emotional Intelligence, being emotionally aware. When you can relate to your customers at an emotional level, they are going to buy from you so much faster. And I'm not trying to say like in an exploitative way, but when you align with them, they are going to feel it and they are going to know that you know how they feel and that it's you can't put a price on that.
Absolutely. So, Creativity Inc., The Power of Now, and Emotional Intelligence. Thank you.
Yeah.
And what are you excited about your business? If you think of your business in 3 years, what excites you?
Yeah, well, we just got our first government contract, which is for us a huge deal. Yeah, thank you very much. Right, for fake review detection from the let's see here. We're about to integrate into a public company called Yext. We're super excited about that. They serve a few million customers, and we're excited to be in their partner app directory. Um, in the next few years, our goal is to be able to serve millions of consumers. And what I mean by that is by protecting millions of consumers. Today online, just last year, 2020, for example, Google released on their blog that they had to remove 55 million illegitimate reviews on Google Maps, right? It's a
Million.
hundred, 55 million, yeah. 55 million. Yep. And if you think about it, that's 160,000 fake reviews per day. And in my opinion, it's just the tip of the iceberg in regards to how many other fake reviews still exist today on that platform. How many
Who
businesses
who
still have
is
fake
this? Is
reviews?
this like I run a business and I fake my own positive
Yes.
reviews, or is it somebody else coming faking negatives?
About, I think it's around 90%. You're a business owner, you're seeing a competitor all of a sudden get good reviews and you want more reviews for yourself. You go on some freelancing site or you even just
Mhm.
Google the phrase buy Google review. You'll find 40 stores. The availability today to purchase fake reviews is ridiculous. It's so accessible, it's so easy to do. And unfortunately, a lot of business owners are using it as it's a deceptive marketing practice for sure. It's black hat all the way, and it's unfortunately hurting, in my opinion, our marketplace. It's hurting brand trust. It's hurting brand, reputation, and not only that, but it's setting false expectations with customers when they read experiences that never ever happened. If you want more 5-star reviews, provide 5-star experiences,
Care
right?
more, like you care. Yes.
Hey,
Uh,
exactly.
Review channels. Where should we strive to have reviews? As many channels as possible, or let's just go with the dominant one?
Yeah, that's a good question. Think of it as like your first page of Google. What do you want the first page of Google to say about your company when someone types in your keyword? You want a few different review sites popping up, right? And it's very industry specific. For lawyers, it's Google, Yelp, Avo. There's a few lawyer specific ones. If you're a home service industry, there's a few home service specific ones. So you definitely want to go for the major ones, and nationwide, like even on like whether you're in the USA or whether in Europe, there's major ones. I think Yell is very popular in Europe. um, Trustpilot is becoming more popular over in Europe. You want to get at least on two very common ones and then get into the more niche specific ones. That way you can have 3 or 4 rating sites that all have similar scores. Consistency is very important. It looks really bad when you have amazing feedback, and then not so great feedback where they do a lot of moderation because, in my opinion, it looks suspicious. It's like, what's going on here? Like, are you, can you not swing it on this one? So in my opinion, you want to show consistent scores across your SERP.
I love it. Is there anything I forgot to ask you?
Uh, no, I like to tell people to, stop marketing and be remarkable. Don't worry about how you're marketing to people. Just focus on your customers, focus on their experience, and they're going to do all the marketing for you.
That's beautiful. And stop marketing, be remarkable. Focus on your customers. Where can people hang out with you? Where can they find you?
Oh, LinkedIn. Love to start a conversation with anyone interested in customer experience or fake reviews. Happy to chat with you guys.
Beautiful. And who should be my next guest?
Oh, I have a friend. His name's Brandon Bernanson. He is the founder of Seamless.ai. He is one of the people who really helped me with my sales strategy. And he is a fantastic business owner. I think he'd make a great interviewee here for you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for being on the show and
Sure.
sharing your journey and your wisdom with us. See you soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Avoid trying to do thousands of things that doesn't work. We have 274 templates for your business success. Reach your ambitious goals with one-on-one sprint coach. We double your revenue in 90 days.